I think they're really iconic, actually. Yeah, everyone knows about the Daggers, and I think it's an award that everyone recognises.
To have that sort of link to the past through the Daggers, I think it's really important for the genre, and it's really important for crime writers.
This is the first award I have been nominated for in England, so it's a fantastic thing. It was an amazing long list.
I've been shortlisted 3 times now. It doesn't get boring at all. It will never get tired to me.
Welcome again to the CWA Dagger Awards reception 2015. Tonight we celebrate the darkest, the scariest, and the most psychologically malformed minds in the business. And I don't mean journalists like Jake and I mean the writers.
Everybody knows what a dagger is, but for a writer, it's something that people really do covet. As a writer of a crime book, it's probably the most exciting thing.
So to be eligible to enter the John Creasy New Blood Dagger race, you must be a first-time author in the crime genre and published in the UK. That's all. So without further ado, let's take a look at the shortlist for the CWA John Creasy New Blood Dagger. The Girl in the Red Coat by Kate Hayman. 4th of July Creek by Smith Henderson. The Abrupt Physics of Dying by Paul E. Hardesty. Everything I Never Told You by Celeste You by Caroline Kepnes. So the winner of the CWA John Creasy New Blood Dagger is 4th of July Creek by Smith Henderson.
So Smith says, I'm tremendously honoured by this award. Thanks to the Crime Writers Association and the judges, and congratulations to all my fellow nominees, whose works we will all be reading for years to come. Thank you very much.
Well, it's nice to have a community of crime writers. I think it's nice for us to be able to get together every now and again.
To have that confirmation that all the hard work you put into your book, all the effort you make, that people have actually enjoyed it.
When I look back on past winners like P.D. James and Ruth Rendell and Dick Francis, it's just amazing to be in that company.
Being shortlisted for Dagger is great. I mean, I don't get out much, so it's always nice to have a party to come to.
For the CWA Ian Fleming Steel Dagger, we're looking for a book that perfectly encapsulates Ian Fleming's own criterion for a good thriller. One simply has to turn the pages. Now, the spirit of Fleming is alive and well in this very good shortlist. The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkin. Missing, Sam Hawkin. Coptown by Karen Slaughter. The Kind Worth Killing, Peter Swanson. The White Van by Patrick Hoffman. The Night the Rich Men Burned, Malcolm Mackay. Nobody Walks by Mick Herron. The winner of the Ian Fleming Steel Dagger is Coptown by Karen Slaughter.
Well, I just want to say that I know that Karen would have very much liked to have been here tonight, but actually she has a good excuse not to be here because today is her publication day for her new novel. She wanted me to say, I've read all of my fellow nominees and I want to thank them as a reader for telling such enthralling stories.
What does it mean to be shortlisted for a Dagger? I mean, it's a huge honour. I'm humbled. I'm stunned when I look at the quality of the other writers on the shortlist.
You're so excited by the fact that something you created alone in your room after months and months of isolation has been recognised by your peers.
I was absolutely thrilled to be shortlisted. I really was. I've always thought the Daggers were the coolest physical awards I've ever seen.
The Goldberg Dagger is presented to the book that our judges consider to be the best crime novel of the year. The books in contention make up a reading list to die for, but only one of them can dispose of the competition and be crowned the best of the best. Shortlisted authors are The Shut-Eye, Belinda Bauer, The Rules of Wolf by James Collis Blake, The Silkworm, Robert Galbraith, Missing by Sam Hawkin, Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King, Life or Death, Michael Robotham, Pleasantville, Attica. The winner of the 2015 CWA Goldberg Dagger is Life or Death, Michael Robotham.
I want to thank my mum. You know, I was a journalist and then a ghostwriter and before I became a novelist. And my mother struggled with this idea that I wrote books where my name was never on the front cover. When I first delivered a novel to her, I sent it to her and I waited and I heard nothing. I think, oh my God, she hates it. I gained the courage and I rang her and said, "Mum, did you perhaps get a chance to read that book with my name in really big type on the front cover?" And she said, "Yes, I did, of course." "What did you think?" "It took me a while to get into, but then I did." I wanted to put that on my website. And then she said to me, "What are you going to do next, dear?" And I said, "Well, Mum, this book has been sold into more than 20 translations and they want me to write another. Do you think that's wise, dear?" "Perhaps you should rest on your laurels." Well, Mum, I didn't rest on my laurels. Thank you. It's amazing. You know, I know if I was a really cool writer, I'd say that sort of awards are a bit like baby pageants and everyone thinks their little bundle should win. But I'm not a very cool author and I'm going to sleep with a dagger under my pillow tonight.
It's been an absolutely fantastic evening. It's one of the evenings that makes you really, really pleased to be a crime writer.
I'm very, very happy with everything that happened tonight. It's been amazing. We've had everyone that's been part of the Daggers, all the shortlisted authors and publishers, and everyone that's been here tonight has just been so supportive and lovely.